watching the interview from last week that I had with Anishka. There's some things that we touched on last week in the interview that I wanted to talk about. One specifically for this week is caring what other people think, and how to not care what other people think. The sentence, "don't care what other people think," it's a beautiful concept. It's like a really liberating idea or ideal. But I want to bring attention to the fact that it's sometimes an unrealistic ideal if we are trying to get there like yesterday or now. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how I relate to this, and some different ways I think about this process of self-liberation, or being able to express and create without caring what other people think, and what I think the process is to get there. And I want to emphasize the word process in basically anything that I'm talking about, because, like I said, I don't think it's realistic for us to think, okay, I shouldn't care what other people think, or I don't want to care what other people think, and then to just suddenly flick a light switch and expect ourselves to be there. There's so much deep introspection that's valuable and rich and beautiful that goes into this process of not caring what other people think. I think it's such an opportunity when we find ourselves caring what somebody thinks or what other people think. It's an opportunity to really look at why, and to try to feel into what are the deeper feelings there that are triggering that physical, psychological, emotional response of being scared of what other people think. I think that being afraid of what other people think is just such a part of our current place that we're in. And we're so exposed, we live our lives online, so there's so much space for people to develop thoughts about what it is that we're doing or how we're expressing. So I think the first thing to really look at is to get curious about why. Why do I care what other people think? What's my worst fear here? And to get really intimate with that. That's like the starting place. To get intimate with the thought formations, and to get intimate with the physical sensations that arise, generated by the thought formations, and to get intimate with the emotional responses or reactions that arise to the surface, and to first come to a place of getting to know all of these unconscious reactions that are triggered when we care what other people think. Our worst fears around it. What are we afraid of how are we afraid of being judged or seen, or potentially criticized, or rejected, all of those things, and to really look at the deepest reasons why. In my experience, when I can lean into and sit with my deepest reasons why, then the external outcomes that I was so scared of, they have a way of kind of blurring or softening. When I can face my biggest fears around something. And when I say face my fears, I don't mean overcome and then not have fears anymore. I mean, when I can say like, hey, oh, I see you, fear. What's up? Where'd you come from? What are you protecting me from? And I can sit with them, my fears, and try to understand them. And by doing so, I'm understanding another layer of my composition. And when I can accept that layer, then the potential of the external expression is not so frightening anymore, because I've just integrated another layer of myself. When I've accepted or started the process of accepting a layer or getting to know a layer, then my internal relationship with myself creates a deeper bond. And that deeper bond creates an empowerment, a power, a strength through coming to touch and lean into a vulnerability. So I wanted to share with you this my thought process here, because again, I don't believe that not caring what other people think is just something that we, it's like it happens overnight. I think it's this beautiful, rich process, and it's a part of the magic of being human, is that we have vulnerabilities. We are woven with conditioning, and much of this conditioning creates insecurities. And what we get to do is, when we feel a trigger and we feel scared, we get to go, oh, hey, what's up? And lean into it and sit with it and ask it questions. And it's through that process of becoming really curious with our composition and getting really honest and really raw that we build an inner power. That confidence is not something that comes from something that we can get. You guys all know this, or suddenly a thought we can have and then just turn, we just suddenly turn into a confident person. Confidence is something like a garden, We first of all can visualize what kind of garden we want to have, and then we plant the seeds, but then we really have to take care of them and nourish them. And there's always going to be weeds, but weeds aren't a bad thing, In a sense, the weeds of our insecurities that rise up, they just make us stronger because they give us more to work with. So I wanted to share this with you. I'm loving you guys from Bali, from my bedroom floor. I hope that you're doing well and you're cozy wherever you are. And I'm looking forward to hearing your comments and your feedback about this video. So leave them below, and I'd love to hear what you think. And I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys more. Okay, love you.